Jack the Ripper. The very name sends shivers down the spine, doesn't it? It's like a chilling story straight out of a mystery novel. But the scariest part? It's real. Yup, you heard me right. Jack the Ripper wasn't just a figment of someone's wild imagination. This guy, whoever he was, walked the streets of London back in 1888, leaving a trail of fear and horror in his wake. Now imagine this. It's the end of August in 1888, and you're strolling through the Whitechapel district of London, minding your own business, when suddenly the whole city is buzzing with news of gruesome murders. Women are being killed, one after another, in the most horrifying ways imaginable. And before you know it, the name Jack the Ripper is on everyone's lips. So, who was this Jack the Ripper character anyway? That's the million-dollar question, my friend. Even after all these years, nobody knows for sure. It's like a giant mystery that just won't quit. But hey, that's what makes it so darn fascinating, right? Picture this. Jack the Ripper, lurking in the shadows, waiting for his next victim. The newspapers are going crazy. People are terrified to leave their homes after dark, and the police? Well, let's just say they're scratching their heads trying to figure out who this guy is. Now, here's where things get really interesting. Over the years, there have been all sorts of theories about Jack the Ripper's identity. Some folks think he was a doctor, others reckon he was just your average Joe with a dark side. Heck, there's even talk that he might have been a member of the royal family. Can you imagine? But wait, it gets even better. Recently, there's been all this buzz about new evidence and modern DNA analysis. People are saying we might finally be close to cracking the case once and for all. Could you imagine if we actually found out who Jack the Ripper was after all this time? It'd be like something out of a movie. Now, I know what you're thinking. What about all those suspects they had back in the day? Well, let me tell you, there were plenty of them. From shady characters lurking in the shadows to upstanding citizens with a dark secret, the list goes on and on. Take this guy named Chaim Hyams, for example. He was a cigar maker living in Whitechapel at the time of the murders, and let's just say he wasn't exactly what you'd call a model citizen. Dude had a violent streak a mile wide and a rap sheet longer than your arm. Some folks reckon he fits the bill as Jack the Ripper, but others aren't so sure. Then there's Aaron Kosminski, the disturbed barber with a penchant for violence. He's been a prime suspect for years, and there's even been talk of DNA evidence linking him to the crimes. But here's the thing, not everyone's convinced. Some folks reckon the evidence is flimsy at best, and they've got a point. But hey, you want to know what really gets me? It's the little details, the stuff that makes you go, maybe there's more to this than meets the eye. Like that long-lost cane belonging to Frederick Aberline, the detective who worked on the case back in the day. Turns out, he carved a facial composite of Jack the Ripper into the cane based on witness descriptions. How cool is that? So where does that leave us? Well, to be honest, nobody really knows. Jack the Ripper's identity is still one of the greatest mysteries of all time, and it doesn't look like we'll be solving it anytime soon. But hey, who knows? Maybe one day, someone will stumble upon a clue that cracks the case wide open. In the meantime, all we can do is keep digging, keep searching for answers in the hope that one day, we'll finally uncover the truth behind one of history's most infamous killers. And who knows? Maybe the answer is right under our noses, just waiting to be discovered. But until then, Jack the Ripper remains a mystery for the ages, a chilling reminder of the darker side of human nature.